Hi everyone, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Just here in a bit, we will be starting the monthly A Link to the Past All Dungeons Restricted Major Glitches race. So we have Relkin on comms, and our racers are Chex, Malmo, Mr. Buyer, and secretly a Sliver. Good luck, have fun!
All right, thanks, Pops. Yeah, we got 4 racers on the restream this time. This is a new high, I'm pretty sure, for the monthly. I'm looking forward to it. I get to sit here and like look at all 4 at once and see the differences in routes, because I know we will see different routes, especially from Mr. Buyer in the top right. He loves to come up with new routes for this every single race. I think we are ready to go, so yeah, the timer has started in the race room, so we shall start in less than a minute. So, brief little introduction if you're not familiar with the speedrun. This is the restricted major glitches category, and we are completing all of the dungeons, as the name of the category implies. Got to kill both Aghanims, beat all of the 3 pendant dungeons and the 7 crystal dungeons, and then kill Ganon and walk into the Triforce room. We need to also make it not be rain state anymore, which is the intro or escape sequence, as we're starting here in a second. Oh right, Chex is running on the English SNES Classic version. I forgot that he was doing this. This is even more wild and crazy than I thought it was going to be. So Chex is already at a disadvantage because he will not be able to do certain things like spin speed, and item dashing, and mirror blocker racing, fake flippers. It's kind of crazy. Chex is a madman. You're going to see all 4 runners actually not do the escape all the way through at the beginning. We're going to get a sword and then make our way out by use of restricted major glitches. What is allowed for this is what is known as a overworld exploration glitch, or overworld EG. And we also use what is known as long states to arm EG and activate it using the lightning bat barrier on top of the castle. And that will allow us to walk through the big shield guard on the top of the castle and get out of the Hyrule Castle area and have a sword and lamp in hand. So you're going to see every runner, except for Chex. I guess maybe he can't do... Maybe you can't do this trick on SNES Classic English. But he looks like he's going to do it escape normally. See, this might be a learning experience for me about figuring out what's possible and what's not possible on SNES Classic English. Watch the every runner but the bottom right. That is Malmo is not in the best position. I think she's fine though. Okay, she did get it. Oh, Mr. Buyer did not quite get it. You need to stand on the very specific position on the stairs with your sword held out north, and get hit by that guard into the doorway. That will activate long state, which is a state that'll allow you to activate EG, which you saw Malmo and Sean, or secretly a Sliver, both do, and they turn invisible. Oh no, Buyer gets hit again. I'll have to attempt another EG arming. Malmo and Sean are going to do the river fought. We do a set of movements, including a bunch of diagonal movements, to clip into the slope where we can hop north and then hold right, and that will do a funny hop where it kind of cuts off Link's body And one side of the screen is like his lower half, and the upper half is on the left side of the screen. It looked funny for a second, but then we'll do what's called a funny auto walk thing. That'll propel us onto the bridge that Malmo just walked across. That lets us get past these guards here to get to the Eastern Palace entrance. And there's one optional clip right here called a citrus clip. What we did just a second ago was also technically a citrus clip, but this is on a downward slope versus an upward slope. This saves around 4 seconds if you can do it fast. Might even save more if you're really, really good at this clip. But otherwise, you could just walk to the eastern entrance as usual. Okay, Mr. Buyer is not going to eastern, so he's going to go get a bottle. He's going to go to Kakariko early and get a bottle. You're going to see him go to the bottom of the screen, transition left, so we can hop out of the water onto dry land. I guess it's really not dry land because it's raining. Very wet, muddy land. Jack's having 2 hearts going through escape here. He's going to opt to skip that heart pot because he'll probably just pick up the St. Card at the end and doesn't really need to worry about health. All right, Mr. Buyer getting his bottle, doing another citrus clip here to wrap around the map back to the eastern screen. And this is a bit dangerous because if you go too far to the left, you cannot go back to the right without doing an infinite scroll. It's just a weird byproduct of wrapping the map like that. So you must be careful where you start your upward movement, trying to stop yourself from going too far left, or else you can't go up the stairs. Alright, Malmo makes it through the damage boost room, as does Sean, to get the big key and then the bow right after. Chex is about to finish escape. He can't seem to grab the lever. Just blame it on SNES Classic controls. Oh, he's not picking up St. Cart. It's probably all dungeons. Oh gosh, Malmo is on Oko, so played it really safe and select buffered the cannonball room. I haven't seen that before. So that's a way to stay alive. Just carefully plan out your movements. Check's opting to do the citrus clip. Oh, we're down to half heart. Okay, we can heal though. That's fine. Oh my goodness, we almost died there. That was on Sean's side this time. Oh, we did die. We thought we shot enough arrows. Malmo being the first runner to get boots. I'm gonna pick up some bombs here in the back, because we like to use bombs for our next few glitches we do. There's one of the glitches right there that we won't see from checks because it's not possible in English. Spin speed. Just charge your sword or do a hook dash by pressing Y and A on the same frame with the hook shot equipped with the boots as well. And then the spin speed method is just charge your sword, and then the first frame upon releasing B, tap A, and you will do, and it will arm spin speed, and then you touch manual stairs without, and then walk off them cardinally, and you will get boot speed in every direction. There is a spin speed clip into that slope there, which actually allows you to clip into that slope, diagonal movement. And you can hop in strange ways and then get pushed up while inside of the cliff face by tapping down. The game wants to push you in the opposite direction you're tapping. So the first movement you do, you tap down to get pushed up, which is a bit counterintuitive, but that's how you get snapped through that up transition to continue that clip to get to this entrance without a glove with the old man rescue. Do a series of hops off the cliffs, wrap around the screen, and you're here in the old man cave. Alright, Mr. Buyer finished Eastern, got his boots. He's actually going to go back to the potion shop with a few rupees in hand. Little up teleport on a slope. You clip into the slope enough at a certain spot. And you hold diagonal into the slope, you will teleport up or down depending on which specific spot you're in. Alright, all runners have made it out of Eastern. And Malmo, right there in that cave with the many Moldorms, did a bomb clip through the slope to get put into on the edge, very edge of the screen, and held down right. It's harder for me to talk about which direction to hold without actually doing it myself, so I might be saying things wrong. But yeah, it'll clip you through the slope, and it'll actually clip you down and wrap around the map to a pod room, House of Darkness room, which has a side effect of despawning all the sprites inside the dungeon when you're in there in cave state. Malmo does not want to hang around in cave state, so opens that first door for free in cave state, which works because our key count is not 0, and so anything that's not 0 means we can open a key door. Even though we don't have any keys, it does not have a key value associated with it, which a not value, I guess, is not 0, so therefore it is we can open doors. Mr. Buyer looks to be setting up something after he does Palace of Darkness. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to that later. Malmo just did the hammer jump, laying a bomb on a specific vertical pixel on that bridge, the falling bridge, and then lining up after the fact on a specific vertical pixel to get blasted up over the pit into the rail, and then holding up to go through the rail right to where the big chest is. Get the hammer early. Saves a lot of time over going to the right side of that back area and get a key in a basement. Not sure what happened to Chex there, but he saved and quit, presumably because he screwed up one of the clips, so he had to save and quit. Okay, Mr. Buyer is remaining in cave state for his trip through pod here. So he's going to get the hammer. With the big key he picked up while in cave state. Picks up some extra bombs. Makes his way out of the dark maze. Because he's not quite done yet here. And this is where that potion's going to come into play. Sean. Oh, that's actually really bad for Sean. He cannot hammer jump now. He has to go and... no, you can't. You can't do that. Okay. Mr. Buyer is going to get in the furthest point of that staircase. And then do a potion plus direction at the same time, or same frame, to arm spin speed. That's how you can arm spin speed in that staircase with the potion. And now with spin speed, we can clip into the slope down here and do a series of movements that'll get us into a position where we can up teleport. And where we up teleport, it'll clip us into that rail just above us on the top side. Having a little trouble here getting it working. Okay, gets it there. And now we do a bunch of series of inputs here to clip us further into the rail. Into a different clipping position that allows us to actually get inside this little enclosed area. This is not an easy trick. Okay, it's in the right position to lay the bomb. Now it needs to move 1 pixel to the right. Gets it. Get blasted. Dash turn left. Tap up and then tap left, and you are in this area. And now we're going to come back to... Now we're going to come back to what I was talking about earlier about when he was in the dark world as a bunny and setting his mirror portal in a weird spot. You could die in that room after opening the door. And then when you come back to courtyard... And you can do a series of wraps to get here a lot faster. And find your portal. And come in here as a bunny. And it clips you into that entrance. And you can get these silver arrows a lot earlier. That's what's known as... I'm not sure if that was a Silver's Surfer version, but that is the way you can get silvers in the speedrun early. Okay, Sean makes it through House of Darkness, albeit very slowly because of having to go get that key, but makes it through. And Malmo clipped from Sanctuary to the castle again to go finish out Escape. Chex is on Helma himself. Oh, Chex can't do spin speed on this fight, so this is obnoxious as heck. Okay, we're just going to use all our arrows. Silver Surfer goes directly from the mountain. Got it. So we just set our portal up there, so when we death warp, we can get silvers. That's all it is. Yeah, it's a weird quirk with escape whenever you have the mirror. Once you go get Zelda, you save and quit after getting Zelda. And then once you load back in your file, you mirror, it'll put you in Sanctuary, which is a huge time save when bringing Zelda back to the Sanctuary. So we're really glad that's a nice big time save, I should say. Having to do escape. Also, Chex was saying in chat earlier that apparently we cannot do the version of the clip to get to pod like we can in non-English, the non-English version. So, had to do a very basic way of doing it. So now our next stop is Hera after we do escape. And this is because we want the Moon Pearl. Alright, so you might be noticing Bayer is not going the same way Malmo is in this dungeon. The reason for that is awesome, but also weird. The big key that he picked up in Cave State and Pod has properties associated with it. Allows him to open doors, big key doors, or big chests in Hera, Desert, and Hyrule Castle. Sure, there's some deep technical explanation as to why someone could offer up, but I don't know it. I just know that's what it does. And that's why we get that big key in Cave State. And then there's also the reason why we do that weird basement clip we saw earlier, because the only way to open that door is to do that clip in Cave State. In Cave State, in Pod, specifically from doing that clip from that mini Moldorm entrance on the mountain, that despawns a lot of sprites, which in turn despawns switches in the back. And so you cannot get to the Igor statue to shoot with an arrow. And plus you couldn't even if you could get past that, you couldn't hit the switch in the next room to get past the next set of pegs. Actually, I think you can get past the first set of pegs. That's by the Igor statue. I don't know if the Igor statue exists in Cave State, or is even, you know, an object you can hit. But the point is, you can't get past the next set of pegs, and that is where you are stopped. Oh, Chex, please don't die. Oh goodness. Okay, we didn't die. Okay, I didn't talk about it while it happened, but we actually, after we got the Moon Pearl and Hera, we clipped, oh goodness gracious, Bayer, don't die. We clipped off the mountain in Dark World to get to the lower half of the Dark World, so we can get to Thief Town without having to need to use a glove to get there. Oh goodness, he almost died there again. That was really risky. Malmo is in great health condition, while Bayer is an Oko. Like pretty much everything in this dungeon. Chex, I appreciate your willingness to try and do this in the monthly. This is slightly entertaining, to say the least. Ooh, Bayer nearly dying in that spike hallway. Oh, but dies immediately after. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, that's too bad. Now has to retrace his steps to back to that room. This is also adds an extra step for him once he leaves Thief's Town. It does make the attic a lot nicer, though. So when you die in a Dark World dungeon without Aga 1 being killed, the game wants to reset your state to Light World. And so it does that inside the dungeon as well. So you'll see that the pots turn from skulls into normal pots. And then upstairs, the rats, I guess the green rats will, oh man, goodness gracious. Bayer not having a great time in Thieves. Green rats will squeak because they're actually rats that do, you know, the quarter heart damage you're used to seeing and escape. Yo, while you think that's like, oh, that's kind of nice. That's makes the attic easier. Well, problem with that is that once you leave to the overworld, it thinks you're in a light world in terms of state. You're on a dark world screen still, but once you screen transition away, you'll be back in light world, and we don't want that. So you'll have to mirror to actually go back to a purely dark world state. And that is something that you pretty much only see in glitch categories, because we get to the dark world without having killed Aga pretty much in almost every glitch category. So dying has a twofold. Dying is bad in more than one way. Alright, so now we get the Maiden, and we also pick up the Mitts while we're in here, because we do need at least one glove to beat the game, to kill a Cold Stare. But of course, having the Mitts helps us get our Tempered Sword a lot faster than normal. Or a lot faster than any other ways to get it by use of glitches. Just doing it normally is much faster. Sean is doing Sea House before Thieves Town for some reason. Not sure why. You are supposed to wait until after Thieves Town, like in RMG, to get that chest. Right. I didn't pay too close enough attention to see how the blind fights / blind scripts went for Malmo and Chex, but we didn't die in the fight, so that's the bottom line. Interestingly, Bayer skipping that arrow pot. I'm not sure if he already got it or not, but there's arrows in that top left pot. Oh, he even got an arrow drop? No. He has silvers, so it's not as big of a deal, but hey. Arrows are your friend. Speaking of arrows, Sean needs to pick up a lot of arrows in this dungeon. There are both in that same room with the big block. Both pots in that room have arrows. So if you choose to go down and deal with the red Stalfos on the bottom right, by going over to him, you can pick up that pot and you get some more arrows. Alright, you're going to see Malmo pick up this rock, this top rock. Or actually, no, Malmo doesn't do the strat, that's right. Maybe Chex will. Yes, checks will do the strat. I'll talk about both strats that they do. Mallow did the double quick warp strat, and then Chex is doing the frog door strat, which is faster by around 40 frames, so I've been told. If you can manage to do it. And also get this quick frog talk, which he does. Did he get the thing where I missed it? Oh man, did he get the thing where he pressed A too early? Cause I saw him save him quit just now. I wasn't paying close enough attention. That was weird. The music didn't. The music transitioned. Why'd the music transition there? That's not supposed to happen. Alright, as I was saying, what was supposed to happen is... you're supposed to be able to talk to the frog pretty much immediately upon re-entering Dark World in your mirror portal outside of the library. But if you press A on the very exact one frame that I don't know why it does this, but it just puts you in a very out of bounds position that hard locks your game if you don't save and quit immediately after. And so that's what happened to Chex, and sadly when you do that you have to go get the Smith again. So, Malmo did the other strat where you grab the Smith on the second rock from the top and you just smash your face into the side of the cliff by just going straight right. And then mirror there, and that's a quick warp spot. When you leave the library after getting the book, you can dash into that portal and it'll be another quick warp. It's a safer strat, but it is not optimal. Malmo got fence dash, looked like. I did not see if Bayer got it or not. That was a bit of time ago. I was enwrapped. I was wrapped up in what caused Chex to have to save and quit. Alright, so we're doing Skull Woods pretty much like we would in RMG. Nothing much to see here. Obviously, we have less health than we do have in MG, especially if you're doing the route Bayer's doing. So just trying to play a little bit safer. Maybe. But after we finished up with Skull Woods, you're going to see the runners go back to Hera and actually go kill the boss, because we didn't do that in our first trip. Unless you're Chex. I think Chex or Malmo already killed. No, did they? No, only Chex killed Moldorm. So Malmo and Bayer and Sean will all go back and kill Moldorm when they return to Hera. Malmo finishes up Moth. I do remember this from English, because I did play English a few times. at one point or another. But in the Skull Woods overworld, you hear like the mountain like ambience sound in the background too, which you don't hear in not English. Find it a little strange why there's that difference. Oh, nice. Everyone got a fence dash? Sick. Everyone's a winner. Not the full gold run. What do you mean not the full gold run? It's gonna be gold. Oh, did you already do a run in this category checks? Oh goodness, you almost died. You almost died there. Oh, Malma must have killed Moldorm when she was there first, because she did not. Unless she doesn't split on killing Moldorm here. So I just completely missed if she killed him just now. This doesn't look like the Louis route I'm used to seeing. This may not even be a full Louis route. I guess she didn't get hook shots, so I guess that's not a Louis route. We're going to get flippers now. We can come over here to Turtle Rock entrance, clip off, and then go down, and it'll transition to us right over by the waterfall. We can go to Zor's domain like this, which when we come here from the mountain, it causes all the color grabbing to be a bit wonky, and it doesn't have the right color palette for this screen, so it just has a bunch of brown. The water's a bit murky here in Zor's domain. You know, it's possible that Malmo actually was doing Louis route and maybe messed up getting the hook shot, and so had to go get flippers instead. That is very possible. But like I said, I have not been paying that close of attention. Alright, so Mr. Buyer actually is killing Moldorm on his second trip to Hera. Gonna pick up the Ether Medallion right after, and then go towards Misery Mire. Jack's following. Excuse me. Following in Malmo's footsteps, getting the flippers. Malmo doing an optional clip there outside of that portal, or in that on the portal screen. You can get out of that little enclosure and go to the left with a little bomb clip. How do you know checks? Oh. Okay. I don't know how you guys know this, man. You guys pay way better attention in the history of speedrunning this game than I do. Malmo doesn't do fake clippers. Really? But she did basement clip route at some point or another. Doesn't that, like, need fake clippers? Too? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. So Mr. Buyer actually did a different trick to get to Mire area, straight from the mountain. The super jump. You wrap around from the bottom to the mountain to the top to start, and then you get into the dark world from the wrapped position. And then go to the bottom mountain again in the wrapped state. Go to the left side, clip off, and do a jump in a specific spot that makes you jump forever, seemingly. But then it puts you once you transition left, you'll be to the right of the Mire screen, and you can go along the bottom to get there. Alright. I trust everyone. I'm amazed that you all know each other's routes so well. Because I certainly don't. Routing preferences. I guess I feel like I know NMG route preferences better than I do AD-RMG route preferences. In terms of different runners' choices. What is BC route? We take care of, oh, basement clip, okay. I'm not used to seeing BC as basement clip. So we take care of desert first. Just because of where we do our clipping to get to Mire area. This is just more convenient that way. Then we go to Mire after the fact. We also just want more health, so it just makes more sense to do the desert first to get that heart before we do Mire dungeon. Mr. Byers doing the dungeon pretty much normally, like you'd see in NMG. Going to the left. Getting key from the right first, going to the left, getting the big key, going back to the right, get the cane, go kill the boss. Setting up this spooky action glitch with the cane of Samara in the pit. It sets a fire rod splash damage to be displaced from its where it actually hits. To hit switches way up above us. But Malmo and Chex will not be doing the exact same route through Mire. Oh, the guy got in his way. That's so rude. It looked like he was probably going to get that trick, but then got bamboozled. So Malmo gets the big key. Skips the magic on the first pass through. It's actually going to go... She's going to go straight back to that room, though, and get the magic on the second pass. Because we want to clip from here all the way to Swamp. Fire cutting it a little bit close. So in this bottom room here, we can do a nice and easy bomb clip to get to the Hera Fairies room. And do the other clip that we saw other people in this race do to get to Swamp. But now we have the flippers, and we could just push the lever to get across instead. Alright, then we get our hook shot, and then we can go get the cane and kill the boss. Nicely done there on Sean's side, doing the quick kill on Viddy. Nicely done, Malmo, getting the all dungeon spooky. I hate that fire eye dash so much. It's so stupid. Do you need arrows, Sean? Technically, no. You're kind of on the low end, but if you want to, you can pick up some arrows in the swamp. You'll be able to get the 5 arrow pot in GT plus the 10 chest. So you'll have at least enough for Armos that way. It's up to you if you want to get the arrows in swamp or not. But you are fine where you are right now. If you get the arrows here in desert, you want to pick up the arrows in swamp too. Oh, I missed it. Did Malmo have a close encounter with Viddy somehow? Well, it looks like she wasn't in... Oh, actually, no, she was. She was in 4-hit Oko. 4-heart Oko, but not in 2-heart Oko. Oh, looks like you... Okay, I guess you're skipping those arrows, Sean. You could have gotten those arrows on the way to the big key. But if you get the ones here in the back of desert, then also get the ones near the back of swamp, and that will give you 16, and then you can get 21 from GT plus the chest if you want to get the chest before Ice Armos. Okay. Fire now because, now is back in pod because we did not kill Helmasaur when we were first here. Cave State. There's an optional second basement clip you can do to try and save time over going the way that Fire's going to the boss. It can save like 12 seconds if you do basement clip very fast. But you can also use Samaria to make it easier on you. Samaria is a method. Samaria method is one developed by Requiem to give us a reason to try and do basement clip twice and have it be easier. You can also delay the basement clip to open a door until later once you have Kane, to just make both basement clips easier. And when we come back to Swamp, we already have the hook shot, and this water's already drained, so we can just zoom right on to the back. It's very fast in this category. Oh yeah, I did not point this out earlier, but after Desert, the runners went to go get the ice rod, depending on which direction they were heading. You can do this clip right here. This is also similar to that clip we saw, or the map wrap that Bayer did at the very beginning of the run to Eastern, where you cannot tap right at all or else you will hard lock. Oh, did we get an any fairy skip there? Looks like it. I don't go for it because it just feels too cursed. All right, Sean is headed off to Turtle Rock, and we can do a series of clips and wraps to get to Laser Bridge really fast. First off, we go to Dark World pretty fast with a clip up to Hera. And then we do a down teleport into that big slope and do a series of inputs that pushes up further up the slope to the right. Oh, just any fairy skipped? Okay. One paying close attention check, sorry. So after you do those inputs... Oh, what happened there on Bayer's side? Where are we? To Rock. Where did we die? I'll keep talking about the clip though. So after you go up all the way to the top, and then you hold a certain direction to snap down and then hop right. And you transition to the right, and then once you're on the next screen to the right, you'll hop back to left. And you're in the correct vertical position for the next part, and you can do a mirror wrap by tapping left and mirror at the same frame. And then just hold right after mirror wrapping. And then you hold up and hop after mirror wrapping. And you are on the ledge with the laser bridge entrance. And we can do Turtle Rock backwards. To get the big key. Save time over traversing the whole dungeon. And Malmo's actually doing ice before Turtle Rock. This must be a kind of an old route variant. That still does Eastern early. Because Malmo doesn't have the ice rod. So this is a convenient way to get it after ice. TR text. Also, we get blue mail, looks like. But yeah, we do a clip in the first room of ice, similar to the one we did in Mire to get to Hera and then Swamp. That lets us skip one floor. In conjunction with the cane, we can Icebreaker on the right side. Grab the big key if we want to get blue mail. Well, Sean, you would, in this kind of route, you do ice before TR anyway, because you still need to get Ice Rod. Because it's not convenient to get it with the Mire. Actually, is that true? I suppose if you went to Mire that way, you could still just do Mire, Desert, and Ice Rod, and then come do Swamp and Ice. So it doesn't really matter all that much that way. Joke that only 4 people understand. Listen, I'm trying to reason it out and see if it's really valid, okay? I take it seriously. Alright, so Sean, after beating Turtle Rock, now go get to his flippers. What is... Well, we were just sitting there on that text box for some reason. Come on. Come on now. We do what's called a Louie Hop upon leaving Turtle Rock. It's where you nudge against the ladder, and while you are nudging, not like after you're done nudging, but while you are nudging the ladder to the right, on top of the platform, hop off downwards, and that should put you in a position to immediately hop right after to get you out of bounds, and then it'll do the same little area to get to the waterfall screen. Well, that's only if you're getting blue mail, JD. You could always skip it if you don't want it. Oh, geez, checks! Okay, we didn't die. Well, yeah, she did. She got it, but you don't have to get it. It is slower after all. So Byers our first runner in GT today. I do a pretty simple clip after going to Dark World. You can just hold your sword out facing down and hook speed against a cliff face, and then just hold left, and then move down into down right, and that'll hop you off in an exact position to snap left by tapping right into the stairs by hopping and wrapping back around the mountain again, and then you're on the GT stairs. Checks the last of our runners to get the Ice Rod. Oh. Oh, that was pretty good, Louis Ice Armos. I like that. Good job, Buyer. Nice zero cycle on Argus there from Sean. Oh. Checks, can we not mirror wrap? What's the reason for doing this version? Huh. So what part of the trick is not doable? The same frame? Really? You can't do mirror wraps in English? Dang, I didn't know that. I didn't talk about this earlier as well, but Sean is doing the mirror wrap to Ice Palace. This is completely optional, it's not required. It's also scary because it has a hard lock risk. If you go too high on that screen, that Sean was creeping upwards with his sword held out. I'm not sure why we're walking to the right there when doing this clip. I think you're just supposed to go down and then dash right, not walk to the right. Maybe it doesn't matter. And the Ice Palace one that Sean was doing. Sean remembering to pick up a bomb there, because he'll need one for Ice Armos drop down. So it's good remembering. Save yourself a menu later. Alright, Bishop Buyer passed all the gauntlet rooms and bosses of GT, about to fight Aga 2. Mr. Buyer must have a dungeon left still. Because his time is way too low for someone that's got a 114 PB. I cannot remember what dungeon he has left. Maybe, is it swamp? Is it ice? Is it both? Actually, it might be both swamp and ice, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, we can do one little trick here after killing Aga 2, where we clip out of the arena, and we can scroll the screen to the right to despawn the bat faster. That starts the cutscene faster. If you go too far, though, you will go into Ice Palace, and that is not good. Sean also kind of messing up the Colster fight, but seems to have it under control. Interesting checks that you do the boots clip there instead of just the hook speed sword out version. Find it way easier just to move to the right and do that trick. Fire getting good drop luck there, getting a fairy. Oh yeah, you're right. See, this is why this is why English bad. English bad. At least you can still boots clip on English. So all hope is not completely lost. Well, Malmo taking a fall there on that cannonball screen. Nice magic drop. Fire getting all the drops that he needs to save time on the cutscene. Yeah, JD, and we're like, no, please don't. We like glitches. Alright, so in terms of who's in the lead in this race, Malmo has the lead over Chex. I believe Bayer is behind, though, because of his deaths in Thieves Town and elsewhere, having issues. Sean and Bayer are probably the closest runners. If I had to put out order, I think it's currently Malmo in the lead, then followed by Chex, then Bayer, and then Sean. We'll see what actually happens down the stretch. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier, JD, but Bayer did not do swap and ice yet. Come on, Zero Rush. Looks like Malmo didn't quite get the clipe. Or I guess it's the clip in the Agatu arena, but we call it clipe for some reason. No checks. All those fire rod shots. What's happening? Oh, this is Mr. Byers' way of getting to swamp from the pyramid screen a lot faster. The sucky part about this run in general is that you save Aga 1 for the near the end of the run or right at the end of the run. So the RNG is held off until the very end, and you're left wondering, oh, am my run going to die right at the end or not, you know? Oh, do we have Helposaur in here? No, we don't. We need to get Helposaur in all the ZSR channels. I think only ZSR 1, or main, has it. Check's going for the quick mirror strat. Gets it. Let's go. Nice. Also, nice Clipe. I didn't see that earlier, but thank you for pointing it out, JD. Malmo did not get it. I remember seeing her sitting in the corner of that arena. Sean done with Moldorm 2, about to go kill Aga 2. Malmo entering Aga 1. Finding out her RNG fate. And Bayer is killing Argus, and after we'll go to Ice straight away. Oh, no checks. Oh, no. We left a key behind. Malmo, go for the Aga 1 Clipe. Ah, it's too late. I must have told her. I must have said it too late. All right, so Malmo is looking at potentially a 114 if she gets good warps. Otherwise, it's gonna be a 115. Good warps plus good fight. Otherwise, it's a 115. Okay, it's gonna be pretty tight for Malmo to get a 114. So, looking more like a 115 then in that case. Oh no, Sean taking a fall. Looks like we didn't. I missed if we got the 1-in-1. But we're on to phase 4 already. Those are decent warps. Nice torch glitch. Okay. Okay, just barely gonna miss out on a 114, but is really close here. There you go. It could be like a 114, 05. Sorry, 115.05. My bad. Yeah, get your GG in the chat for Malmo. 115.04. Awesome. The race time room says 115.08, but it's the actual time is 115.04. All right. Chex is done with Aga 2. Excuse me, Aga 1. Now just needs to drop and kill Ganon. Bayer has beaten Ice, and now all he has to do is save and quit. And I'll put him on the pyramid so he can kill Ganon. Sean is close behind, about to drop after killing Aga 1. All right, Chex is pretty close to being done here. Bayer entering phase 4. Sean just now entering the Ganon fight. Oh, Bayer missed Torch Glitch. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. He has silvers. What am I saying? Nicely done by Chex. Get your G's in chat for him. Bayer just needs one more silver, and it's over for him. All right. GG's for both Bayer and Chex. Finishing here in just a second. 17:37 for Chex and 1:17:50 for Bayer on their timers. Oh no, Sean. Oh, he missed Torch Glitch and then fell. Yeah, and he is throwing in a towel. So that will be it for the race. Good runs, everyone. Glad we can get a four-person restream going. All right, we'll see if we can pull people in for the interview. And we already are joined by the winner of the race, Malmo. GG's.
Thank you.
You sound a bit echoey right now.
It's because they're streaming my audio.
Are you using Oh
I
gosh.
don't have audio splitting. If you have my audio on, you can hear me twice. But the DSR can't hear me twice, so it's a you problem.
No, your audio definitely quality definitely dropped. Is what I mean.
Oh,
You sound like you live in a Pringles can.
let me check my audio source. Okay, it should be better.
Hey, there we
It's
go.
picking up
Yep.
my webcam from like 2 feet away. Because I love
Nice.
Discord and Windows. Changing
Yep.
things without asking me first. Absolutely
Sure.
wonderful technology.
All right, and of course we also have secretly a sliver / Sean as well. Sorry about the torch glitch there at the end.
I wasn't paying attention.
And then we got checks as well. GG's on the first, definitely the first ever SNES Classic English 80 RMG run. Right?
GG's. Well, I pulled up my splits from 2020, and I do not remember doing this before, but some of it comes back to me because I knew about no mirror wraps and such.
Okay.
Remembering you can't Kiki was surprising. I had to think for a while about why you couldn't, because you can boots clip it. But then I remembered that when Randomizer did a fake flipper fix to prevent the soft lock, it accidentally broke Kiki. And then I remember that was the same issue where you can't splash back in bounds because you can't move while you're in the water.
Mm.
It's not exactly the same. I think in the US ROM, you'll just instantly splash back on land and you don't have time to change direction. In Rando, you would actually get frozen in place. Which is fun the first time it happened.
And we're also joined by Mr. Bayer as well. GG's to you.
Yeah, GG's.
Well, this was certainly, like I said, whenever I was starting this out, this is certainly a treat to see 4 different routes, and plus even a version difference for this race. This is the most interesting monthly that we've had. So thank you all for entertaining me in such wonderful ways.
Welcome.
I'm really proud of this run. Honestly.
Good.
A low of 115 with 4 blue balls and have no speedrunning practice since last year. Pretty good. And a gold Ganon. Where I was like, oh, guess I'm doing Fire Rod Torch Glitch because I got nothing to lose. And then I get 0 warps. I'm like, okay, well, this is how you get the gold. I wish I hadn't lingered in the menu so long. Because that's where my time save is now.
That's great.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone saw, but I got 8 blue balls on that.
Oh my gosh. One more
Somebody
than me.
was saying that in chat. You had a lot of blue balls. That's a lot.
Yeah, I think my first 5 were all blue.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Well,
crazy.
just
You
enough
could
to
have.
get your hopes up.
It could have been a lead change between the two of us at the end, but both of us got
Yeah,
really
that's
bad
true.
RNG.
I don't know. Well, I guess is 7 an extra cycle or is 6 an extra cycle?
Seven.
It's between 6 and 7 where you get the
Okay.
12-second difference.
Yeah, I don't know what a blue ball is worth usually.
6 seconds usually.
Would have been closer, but I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. Bayer, you seem to have a fun time in Thieves Town, to say the least.
Yeah, yeah, I like doing these routes. One thing I don't like is that I feel like I always get like the worst lonk RNG during a race.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you had to do
think-
lonk twice, 3 times. Excuse
I
me.
think just like last month, I think it was a 3rd try long. It seems like whenever I do a run, I can either always get like +2 on Eastern and then smooth sailing everything else, or I get a really good Eastern and then I like have the worst time in the middle splits. I can't have both.
Yeah. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, and then Sean, your troubles began in Eastern when you thought you shot enough arrows to kill that red Igor.
I shot early.
Okay. It was either that or the other, or what you said. So.
Oh.
But yeah, that's how it goes.
Disasters.
Well, I still brought it back to like within 46 seconds of PB. Like I could have
Nice.
PB'd there, and then I just completely lost it in ice.
What were you doing, Louis route?
Yeah. I just couldn't hit the ice bomb clip and failed it 3 times and then ran out of bombs.
Oof.
Oh yeah, I noticed you were walking to the right when you were about to dash into the bomb blast.
Yeah. Oh, are you not supposed to do that?
I don't do that. You can just walk down after throwing it, like you do for the Meyer one in the old route.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the timing for that.
It should just
Not down
be
with it, though.
yeah. You should just throw it, sword slash, move down, and dash.
Oh, I got the rupees early in Sea House because that's the way you do it in preset, and I was on autopilot.
Okay.
I forgot I needed to get Tempered Sword.
Wait, someone runs 80 RMG vanilla preset?
Yes. I run that.
Okay.
I'm the only one.
That's
Why
not so
is
true.
that?
Doesn't Mr. Buyer have the world record in that?
No. I
You
have the
don't?
world record.
Oh, you
by,
have
like-
it now.
Yeah. Like
GG.
over a minute.
I
Get
might
on
have
it,
an
Buyer.
unsubmitted run that's faster, but I didn't submit it, and I'm probably not going to.
Are you doing the crazy route that Buyer does, or are you just
No, I'm doing
going really fast?
quote unquote a more normal route. Just kind of hoping that overall execution wins out instead of the weirdness at the beginning. Fire's Route also does a basement clip, and I'm trying to never learn that.
Oh, you get Sea House rupees because brewery is different?
You get Sea House rupees before Thieves because you have Gold Sword for the whole run.
Oh, yeah.
You don't
Right.
need to get Tempered. So
Oh,
you actually do Skull first, and then you do Thieves, and then you clip to Mire from Thieves.
Oh, neat.
Oh, funny. Right,
You get
right.
Sea House,
You
you
have
get
early-
Thieves, then you get Brewery, then you clip down to Mire.
Like a nice route,
Right.
actually. I should get back into that run.
I should try it out. Period.
I never did a proper, like, rando optimized route. I just did, like, normal, but I get gold sword and silvers early as a sort of set a baseline.
Yeah. I've been meaning to do more preset runs too, because I'm trying to break sub-hour.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier with a basement clip. Like I have 1 hour and 26 seconds with no basement clip, and basement clip should save around 150 or 2 minutes. So
Alrighty. Well, once again, I think this monthly was probably the most entertaining from a viewer standpoint, just seeing 4 racers plus a version difference. So yeah, it's sad to say that this probably also means this won't be outdone. So enjoy it
thanks.
while it lasts.
thanks for
Swap
racing,
people
everyone.
in and out.
Oh, true. Yeah, we have to
Yeah.
have a really big one for that one though.
And probably a second commentator. You did good though. Good job, everyone.
GG's.
Okay, we're gonna send a raid over to our friend Concision here. He's playing something Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom, I think. Oh, that's not correct. Okay, yeah. Good job, everyone.
Breath of the Wild.
Is he playing Breath of the Wild? Okay.
Thank you, Race. GG's. See y'all later.